Among the thousands of footwear companies across the globe vying to support your soles, there's a young brand in Braintree that's making a name for itself.
For anybody who's stepped into a pair, you sort of understand it when you feel it. You go, ooh, that's weird, and ooh, that's how we got our name, by the way. It's an odd sensation, and we say that's really good, because if it felt like everything else, it wouldn't be different.
OOFOS is a line of sandals, slides, and shoes that absorb impact instead of rebounding it, like a traditional sneaker.
It's a unique sensation because you're not feeling the foam push back on you. We absorb 37% more impact than traditional athletic foams.
The company employs 130 people. Darren Brown is head of marketing.
We like to say that we'll ruin your closet on the first step because it becomes hard to go back into something that isn't built to make every step of your life better.
OOFOS was born in 2011 out of the Nor'easter Surf Shop in Scituate, the brainchild of a group of sneaker industry veterans.
They understand how to design footwear with ergonomic benefits for the body, elevated arch support that's going to support the soft tissue under the foot, a soft heel cradle so that as you're stepping down, it's really supporting your heel and your ankle.
Lou Panichone is one of OOFOS' 4 founders.
We've had so many people tell us that they've been suffering with different things, plantar fasciitis or back problems or knee problems, and they've been struggling to find solutions, and our product has been what's done it for them. And yeah, it just makes you feel good.
Did you ever think you'd get to where you are right now?
Always knew right from the beginning that we had something that was a meaningful difference in the marketplace, and always thought it could be big, and I still think it can be a lot bigger.
The company has grown from 1 store in Scituate to sales in 44 countries, and from its first flip-flop prototype to more than 16 styles and counting, including its first foray into leather, a closed-toe option with laces.
It's not easy building a footwear business, but it's easy when you know you're creating tangible change.
The best part of the job is what it does for people and seeing how it makes a difference in people's lives.
Andrea Vanett is making a difference powered by a passion for helping others and a 3-wheeled motorcycle.
When I was going to U Lowell, I had a small 185 Honda, and then years later in '99, I bought a 97 885 Sportster. And a few years ago, because of my knee problems, I had a hard time using the front brake pedal. So for safety reasons, I sold it, and a year later, in 23, I found this.
This is a 2009 Harley-Davidson trike named after its former owner, a late Vietnam vet, Mr. Bill.
Oh, the freedom. I love driving through the mountains, going on mission trips, and you could pack a lot on a bike if you know how.
Vanett maximizes her cargo storage for good, delivering groceries for Neighbors in Need, a Lawrence nonprofit that distributes food and other necessities to about 1,600 families.
It has a lot to do with my favorite Bible verse. I enjoy helping others. I know what it's like in my younger years. I had to ask for assistance for a short time in my life in between degrees and jobs.
A perpetual pupil, Vanett has earned many degrees over the decades in business management, law, and liberal arts, along with paralegal and substance abuse certificates. She discovered Neighbors in Need while working an internship.
And I liked it so much I decided to continue volunteering on Wednesday mornings.
We have a fantastic volunteer pool. Our food deliveries are assigned to a regular volunteer who gets a group of 5 or 10 clients and comes to the Neighbors in Need warehouse and picks up bags of food once a week and then brings them out to the families that they serve. It's the same day, the same time.
In 2024, 500 volunteers donated 12,000 service hours to help Neighbors in Need meet their mission. Lisa Smith is executive director.
It's really those volunteers like Andrea who really make this program happen. She just brought a lot of life and energy and heart and soul to our organization, and we're just delighted that she chose us.
And this lifelong student continues her commitment to education, learning American Sign Language and Spanish to connect with her clients.
I'm a young 70.
A woman of many talents with no plans of trading in her trike anytime soon.
As long as I can still climb onto it, even if I need a step stool.
Wow. And Andrea is also a Patriot Guard rider, a group of volunteer riders that form lines during wakes and funerals of military members, veterans, and first responders.
Very nice. And back to UFOS, a very charitable company as well. They've raised more than $5 million for cancer research. Their Project Pink began back in 2015 to honor an employee who passed after a battle with breast cancer. Very comfortable shoes as well. I have 3 pair.
I have a pair. All right, coming